Hi everyone and welcome back for another video. So in today's video, I thought I would share with you guys what we got and what my baby boy got for his first birthday. If you've been following my channel, you probably saw that my baby boy turned 1 year old last week. I uploaded his 12-month update as well as his little 1-year-old photo shoot. So I do encourage you guys to go and see those if you haven't watched them yet. But yes, so he is 1 now. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Michelle. I make mommy and lifestyle videos here on my channel. I've got 3 boys. I've got a soon-to-be 9-year-old, a 7-year-old, as well as my little one who just turned 12 months. And I would love to have you subscribe and turn your notification bell on if you're new so that you don't miss when I post a video. Just before I get started, I want to let you guys know that yes, he probably did get quite a bit of stuff. Not all of this stuff is necessary, nothing is actually necessary, but we did have loads of friends and family who came in for his birthday and they wanted to offer him a gift. What we did encourage people to do is instead of bringing a card, if they're going to bring a card or a present, to bring a book instead. A book is something that you can cherish for a long time, it's something that you'll use for a long time, and if you've been following me, you'll see that my baby loves to read books. We read to him multiple times a day. In the morning, we sit down with him. Before bed, we'll read to him. So it's really nice for us to be able to get these books, to be able to build his library even more. So he did get loads of good quality, awesome books, but it's not necessary to go out to your expensive bookstores to buy books. You can always go to Target, the dollar store, Costco, and they have some really nice books for a really good price. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is show you guys the books that he ended up receiving. So as you can see, he got loads and loads of books. He was so thrilled with that, so are we. We've already broken into them and started reading them. The book that Daddy and I and his brothers ended up getting him is this Happy Birthday to You book. And we saw this on, or I saw this on a Pinterest post, and I just loved what they did with it. I ended up having on our little entryway table, there was like a little note saying, please sign this book, as well as a ton of pictures from his photo shoot, and people could opt to take a picture if they wanted to and leave a little message inside of this book. So as you can see on the first page, there's loads of messages from the guests that were at the party, and on other pages as well, there's some messages also. I'm not gonna go through the whole book because it's full of really sweet messages, but this is a super neat idea. It's a book that he's gonna be able to grow into a lot. Has a really beautiful story. As you can see, it's not a baby book, but like I said, we'll be able to read this to him for years, and then when he starts reading, he'll also be able to read this. So this is a super neat idea if you're looking for an idea for your 1-year-old or any kind of birthday actually. The next books that he ended up getting are a book like this. It says A Cuddle for Little Duck. This is a really sweet one. He has this author's books in the other ones. I think there's like a sheep one and a rabbit one. He has those ones as well. I love all of the colors, and it's a sweet book, so we've read that one to him. The next one is this Baby Einstein book. This is also another really nice book. I love all of the like sweet touches over here. I love that these board book pages are super thick, so at 12 months he is able to open and flip through the book. You also see the little message here, so we did encourage people to write their little message inside of the book instead of bringing a card like I had mentioned. And there's just some sweet little things, some doors, and then you've got to find the different musical instruments and so on and so forth. So that's a really nice book. The next one actually comes with a little CD, and it's Baby's First Things That Go. This one is also really good for teaching your baby all kinds of different things. As you can see, they're all things that go, like it mentions. And yeah, so there's a CD-ROM on the back. We haven't used the CD yet, so I can't tell you what it's all about, but once I do, then I will let you guys know for sure. The next book he ended up getting is my favorite. It's so sweet, and it's the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star book. If you push this button, it plays the song as you're reading throughout the book. And my favorite part of this is all of these little characters. They're made out of felt or something like that, and they just make it easier for the baby to turn the pages in the book like so. The next book he ended up getting is Will Sheep Sleep? And this one is super cute. He actually learned the word no if you guys watched his 12-month update. And if you guys have read this book, you'll see that the sheep obviously doesn't sleep. And every second page basically says no. He kind of thinks that's funny when We read this book to him before bed, and it's pretty comical actually. He did get loads of other books as well. I'm not gonna run through them because this video is gonna be crazy long, but I will link down the ones that I can find down below in case you guys are interested in checking them out. The next items he ended up getting are also educational items. We encouraged everyone to bring something educational or their favorite classic toy. So some people opted for things like that. We obviously didn't pressure anyone into bringing a specific toy. If they were gonna bring something, then by all means they had to go ahead and pick what they wanted. But we did mention that we love puzzles and books and different Melissa and Doug wooden toys and things that he can excel and grow. We really like the Montessori approach. I really love the sensory play. I will be filming a DIY toddler activity and sensory play as well, just so that you guys can see kind of my approach to it and kind of what's going on right now. The next items he ended up getting are these wooden puzzles. I really like these wooden puzzles. They're made by Kid Connection. And these are really great for small, I'll show you this one. These are really great for small babies because as you can see, the knob is super big. I'll show you one that's already open so that you can see how big this knob actually is. It's super easy for baby to hold on to and move around at 12 months old. He hasn't grasped the concept of putting it back where it's supposed to go, like recognizing that the sheep is a sheep underneath, but we are trying to teach him that as well. We did break into this one here, so we're just starting with one right now. I don't want to have 3,000 pieces of puzzles laying around everywhere. Obviously, I'm exaggerating when I'm saying 3,000, but that's what it feels like after a birthday party when they get so much stuff. You've got pieces of toys everywhere. You don't even know where they go half the time. So we're starting with one. When he gets really agile with this one, then we'll move on with the other ones as well. But this is just really nice because it's teaching him his hand-eye coordination. It's gonna teach him his fine motor skills. It's also teaching him to match the octopus with the octopus on the board. And it's just, I love that it's 3 pieces because there's not like 7 or 8 pieces. It doesn't get super overwhelming for your smaller toddler. But like I said, this is something he'll be able to grow into, something he'll be able to use for a while. They are rated 18 months plus, if you can see on the back down here. But I mean, I'm sure he'll be able to grasp the concept within the next 6 months. But yes, this is a great option. He did get 3 of them together from my cousin. And these are just a really nice gift. The next item he ended up getting is also an educational toy, but it can also be a fun toy as well. It is the Little People Animal Farm by Fisher-Price. I really love this. I love that it's showing them real life. It's teaching them about animals, their different sounds, where they live in the farm. It's super interactive. There's loads of different buttons. You can open the door. It's definitely a toy he'll be able to grow into and play for years and years. He can do the role playing. He can play with the animals. And it's just a lot of fun. He can bring other little figurines and play within it as well. So there's really an endless amount of play with this, and I really love those open-ended toys. Toys that have more than just 1 or 2 buttons. Toys that you can prepare food or serve food or play with a farm. Just things that are like real life. You're teaching your child through play. So the farm also comes with some little animals and characters, and since we've opened this up, I can't seem to find all the animals and characters at the same time. So now I think we are missing the pig. I was missing the farmer for a couple days, and now we're missing the pig. I saw it this morning though, so it can't be that far, but you should see the mess of toys right behind you. It is absolutely horrendous. Anyways, so it comes with a little farmer. It comes with a chicken, a cow, and a horse. So it's good. You're teaching them the animals, you're teaching them the colors of the animals, you're teaching them their sounds, what they do, where they live. So it's a lot of fun. It's super interactive for him, and he absolutely loves them. And worst comes to worst, he loves to chew on these. So it's a win-win all around. All right, so I'm gonna jump into the few necessities that he ended up getting. So we got him these because they're things that he needed, and why not just throw them into his birthday party because he has no idea anyways. So the first thing, this is full of water. The first thing we ended up getting him is this 360 sippy cup, and he's had the one with the 2 handles, which I think is rated 6 months up, but we decided to get him the toddler size because we had 2 of the others, but we have a lake house, we have here, and we have this diaper bag as well. So I'd like to have multiple of them because I don't want to be bringing them back and forth. If you forget them, you don't have to worry about them. I think I got it for like 5 something on Amazon, so it was like super cheap. And yeah, like I said, this one is bigger. What I like about the 360, oh my gosh, it's dirty. What I like about the 360 is that we used to have the Nook brand sippy cups, which I loved when he was smaller, but now that he has 7 teeth, he kept piercing through all of the nipples, and I did not want to be replacing nipples over and over again. I went through that with my older kids, and I just cut out anything that was like soft and mushy that would can pierce and make a huge mess. And I was also scared about him choking on like the pieces if he was chewing off on that like rubbery silicone material. So I ended up getting this. They didn't have these, by the way, when my older ones were little. It took him a little while to grasp it. I think he was probably like 10 months old when he grasped the concept of it, and we haven't gone back. He's been loving them ever since. The next necessity item we ended up getting him is this toothbrush. I really like this toothbrush. He used to have a little one that goes onto your finger and you can just kind of scrub. That one was really good and convenient too because you can really get your finger in there. As he's becoming a toddler, we really wanted to develop good hygiene, and we wanted to make sure that we were brushing his teeth twice a day. We wanted to use something that was going to be lasting and sustainable. This was like $3 something at Walmart, so super cheap. And what I like about this one, it's a antibacterial mineral toothbrush, so it doesn't require toothpaste. We do use the Tom brand toothpaste, however, but it does not require toothpaste. So we can just brush his teeth with this, and it works really well, and it is also all natural. So if you're looking for a toothbrush, and if I can find this online, I will link it down below for you guys so that you guys can check that out. All right, so for the final category, I'm gonna jump into the toy category. It's a lot of fun for him to get these educational items, but it's also a lot of fun for him to be able to get toys and things that are catered to his age. So the first item we ended up getting is this musical rhyme book. So it turns on and off. You can read the story or sing along. There's some buttons on the side here, and if you open it up, then there's like some little things you can slide. And it's just some really cute nursery rhymes, and he really likes to play with this book. So we ended up getting this. So I guess it could be educational. It's VTech, but it's also a really fun toy. He loves to play with this in the car, or if we go to the restaurant, because it's really compact. We can put it in the diaper bag. It's interactive for him. So we've been using this for the past week, and he really likes it. The final items we ended up getting him are the Fisher-Price Laugh and Learn car. My friend had one for her little girl since she was like 6 or 9 months old, and she really liked that one. She also told me that her daughter was still playing with it well into her 15th month. So I thought, why not? Let's get this for East End. He absolutely loves it every time we go there. And it's interactive. It has like 75 different songs and music, and you open and close the door and beep the horn and turn the car on and off, and it makes all of those real life sounds. He really likes it. He has a lot of fun with it. We ended up getting it on a really good deal, so I wasn't worried about paying that price for it. We also got that one on Amazon, and I will link it down below if you want to see that. The last item we ended up getting him is the Fisher-Price Laugh and Learn food truck. So this is also another big ticket item. Definitely not necessary to buy for your child, but we also got a ridiculous deal on this one as well, and we had a coupon, so I ended up getting it for a very fair price. And it's also something that he's going to grow into. It says 18 months to 3 years. He is 12 months. He obviously doesn't grasp the whole concept of the food truck, but my older boys at 7 and 8 wanted to play with this when we opened it up. Obviously for them, they wouldn't be playing with it for hours and hours, but it's still fun to see that all 3 boys can play together. And you know, you're counting money and you're serving food, and there's buttons and the wheel, the open and close sign, and there's just so many different interactive things. There's some shapes, and I can talk for hours about this item, but I'm not gonna do it because once we get a little bit more accustomed with the item and we've played with all of it and figured out all of the bells and whistles, I think I will be doing a little review on the Fisher-Price Laugh and Learn food truck. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, like I said earlier, I would love to have you subscribe and just join in and help support my channel. Thank you guys.